Wing from Mike Reed of Birmingham, the referee for the opening Premiership fixture at Old Trafford. In case you don't know it, United are in red with white shorts. Here's Philip Neville. Anderson was looking for the return, bit of push and shove, free kick goes heading Berg's way. A man still managing his life. Stake by Rudy, by Sonner rather. This is Giggs. Good position taken up by Roy Keane. Dennis Irwin outside him. Alex Anderson closing that particular door. Scholes. Philip Neville. Got a deflection. He ever scored twice. Record. This is Philip Neville's 150th appearance for United. Good coverage. Good covering by Stamp. Beckham. Newsom. Giggs, two Predators forward, Scholes joins them.
Doubling up there by Alex Anderson. I think he's going to need to protect John Newsom a bit, playing in the right back position, but more often is a centre back.
Scholes! Instant shot brings early delight for Paul Scholes and for the very great majority at Old Trafford. It's been coming for some time. Smile that unfamiliar either. Giggs played it in. And Scholes, an attempted block by Alex Anderson, but it flew in.
Well, this is it. John Newsom giving Giggs too much space. Cross in, it was a superb strike on the swivel. And Scholes, such a prolific scorer coming in late in those situations.
Scored 11 last season, 6 of them in the Premiership. His first goes past Pavel Srnicek this season. Atherton. The furthest forward he's been. Hinchcliffe. Rudy trying to get in behind Neville. Sibon has to quicken the long legs and also quicken the mind. Hinchcliffe. Alex Anderson making the aggregate run. Not able to do anything with the ball though. Oh, he's giving it back and not given offside and not taking the chance from what at the end was not a particularly favourable angle.
It's a good chance for Alex Anderson. Look, ball is knocked back actually by Scholes. Stan puts his hand up, he's offside, and it's his own players giving it to him. And a little through the legs there and going for the top corner, just overhit it.
Down between Messrs York and Co. But, Rudy doing a pretty good job to help out Hinchcliffe down that right side, which has not been as productive except for the crossfield balls as has the left so far for United. York, Scholes, centrally placed Owen just outside the box. And there is Giggs, but it was taken away by Newsom.
That was where John Newsom is effective, those balls in the air, where he showed his defensive qualities when he used to be a central defender, finding it hard when pulled out wide this evening though as the right back, but good cross by Philip Neville.
Interesting, because Peter Atherton used to be a right back. It's well done by Sibon. It's his best moment of the match to date. That's a good try and a good parry. Henning Berger was denied. Pavel Cernacek always a reputation of a good shot stopper. He got down well then. Newsom guided the deflection away. Danger not over yet though. Henningberg that time failed to make any real contact.
I think Danny Wilson a bit worried though, the crosses that are coming in there. I haven't seen too many of the Sheffield Wednesday players attacking the ball and getting there first. It just seems to be a red shirt that's getting the first contact.
I think that's possibly true in most areas of the field though. Here's Beckham. 3 up again, threatening. Against a pretty flat back 3 at that stage. Another corner. Beckham due a good one. And it's 1 man in the 6-yard area, 5 outside it. Andy Cole who got the header, and Berg once more, this time with foot, but with no control. Just one moment for Alexanderson has been the only real threat I can remember from Sheffield Wednesday. A bit too much aggression from Roy Keane and Danny Songa. John Newsom would take. Sibon has gone off to the left. You're quite often coming deep into the centre circle. Giggs. Scholes. Good vision, I think that ball was intended for York. Having attempted to fall by suggesting he was going to shoot, didn't quite get it right, but he got it back, Beckham, and here's Keane. Somehow blocked, Cole was the nearest at the end. Beckham. Good dummy that one by Cole, it didn't quite come off. Not his fault though. Just about every attack is threatening for Manchester United. This kick in the middle and Cernacek a little fortunate, Cole the unlucky man.
Eddie Cole, who's I think started the season pretty well linking up with the Dwight York, his partnership, but more than anything been a bit of a creator as well to help set up the goal. Dwight York at Everton also set up 1 or 2 other chances, Solskjaer in particular, and you know, certainly developing other bits to his play perhaps than a year or 2 ago.
Hinchcliffe. Alexanderson the wide man here, 16. Sibon, but straight at Mark Bosnich.
Well, Alexanderson does well. I think he's been about the pick of the Sheffield Wednesday players. And Sibon, but I'm just so pleased that he's hit a clean strike, because he just, confidence must be at such a low ebb, because I think that's about the first sort of sweet touch he's had, and he hit it well. Just unfortunate, it was straight at Bosnich.
How often it's given away. York. Oh, what a ball! Owen couldn't control it. Maybe he was surprised by it. Stam. And only Bosnich is in his own half. 3rd of the match gone. And the treble winners looking very good. I don't think anybody would have doubted that their industry would be the same. They're giving a fine example that they intend to continue working hard to gain more. It's been very easy for them this first half an hour of the season at Old Trafford. Out by Newsom. They've still run and run and run. Beckham. Berg. Oh! And Cole and Berg again. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, how did Sheffield Wednesday survive? Beckham's cross. Bit of improvisation, came back off the post, and then Berg, who might have had a few by now, but doesn't have any. Giggs with so much room to find a decent cross. And that's the result. Scorer goes to thank the provider. Just too easy. Sheffield Wednesday have to do something about stopping what Alec Ferguson's side are doing for the Franks. York's third goal of the season. And it was on from the moment this space arrived.
Well, Ryan Giggs can get so much space there. I said, you should really have a recognised right back. You can't give that sort of room. Look, he's had time to set up, have a look. He just picks out Dwight York, and then you think to yourself, well, there's 4 defenders in there. Surely somebody's got to be close to him. At this stage, you'd have to fear for Sheffield Wednesday what the scoreline would be. I mean, it is 2-0, should be 4 or 5, and they've just got to snap themselves into some sort of shape.
They lost by 3 last season and by 6 2 seasons ago. Straight to Beckham, the last person you want. And I think he was always going to have a go. The only question was, how early was he going to have a go?
Yeah, you're quite right, because he wanted to have a go with his first touch, but his first touch put him on his left foot, so he had to take a couple of carry forward before he hit the shot, then more with power, whereas he was looking for a Selhurst Park long-range one, while Cernacek was trying to retrieve the ground to his goal. Pointing there and saying, who's letting David Beckham have a free shot from 20 yards out?
Just listen to the applause. Paul Scholes, the scorer of the first goal in the 9th minute, and Dwight York the second in the 37th. And the first half of the first match of the season at Old Trafford has been nothing less than the celebration of the deeds of last season. They lead 2-0, they're in total control, and Sheffield Wednesday will be much relieved that the score is only 2 against them. Well, the man with the goal a game record will not play in the second half. Dwight York is off, and Teddy Sheringham came on as a substitute to cause such damage both at Wembley and in Barcelona, is his replacement. No change in the Sheffield Wednesday side, but a change of form very much required. Builder. Sonner. Ground that the Builder made. He started on the left touchline. How long before he does make a change. So presumably he can't be very happy with life, Danny Wilson. One by Alexanderson. Manchester United haven't quite got back to the job in hand as yet. They might now. This is Cole, but he's offside.
Applause in there, Andy. I'm not sure he was when the ball was played. No, he wasn't, was he? And there's Walker was playing him on in the middle of the picture there. His first touch had let him down, to be fair, and he wasn't going to get a clear shot in, but he definitely wasn't offside.
Gilles de Wilde. It's more promising. And de Wilde and Rudy! I think there was a use of a hand there.
Yeah, that was the decision. Superb cross by Alexanderson, and there's plenty of space. Was it the knee, was it the hand? But I mean, he didn't score anyway. It was sloppy control because he had so much time and space there. Once it had cleared the two in the middle of the picture, and then really trying to pick his spot all wrong.
It's really only their second chance in the match, and even better than the one that Alexanderson had in the first half. Beckham, and he had to recover well, and that's the corner. The deflection nearly caught out the goalkeeper. He did very well, Pavel Stanisic, to come back across. But he couldn't stop his motion, taking the ball with him out of play. Cole waits, so did Sheringham. And they can wait again. Newsom who won it. So much a better player in the centre of the defence. And Sheringham, and it's gone in off Cole. Well, I'll have a debate about that, but for me, Andy Cole got the final touch. A slightly messy goal. He looked almost a touch embarrassed about it. Three attacked the play, and Cole, who was just onside, got the touch, certainly.
Yeah, you were trying to control it and swivel and hit the shot. Hit his studs, it's definitely his goal. But you've got to also see Tome. He's out of the picture on the right-hand part of the goal, and he's the one who helps play Andy Cole onside, so he's not offside as they're appealing.
So Manchester United 3. Sheffield Wednesday 0, and Andy Cole opens his season's account. And you do rather feel that whatever the substitution is, it's too late. Probably was anyway, but could have gambled a bit more maybe. That's a very good ball by Rudy, and here's Carboni! Well, the best pass that Sheffield Wednesday have found in the match. Absolutely bisects the three defenders. Appeal for offside, which he certainly wasn't, but this time too much height.
Well, it's one of those you're thinking about, what should I do? Slide it past him, go round him, or lift it over him? But actually Bosnich stood up quite well, so he had to lift it pretty high and never had time to come down.
And Briscoe has come on in place of Danny Sonner. Sonner limping a little bit.
A straight swap, Briscoe going into centre of midfield alongside Peter Atherton instead of Sonner.
Pace of Cole. Scholes. Finished up with the hurdling of the boards. Scholes thought it was a corner. One or two thought that was going to be a foul. And Cole just stole up on the blind side.
Cole did well to pick up that loose ball. There's Walker just into sleeve a little bit near post cross, but Andy Hinchcliffe covered well.
Shadow. Owen. Berg. Scholes. Neatly done. Sheringham. Feet of Scholes again. Cole. A little bit wide for Solskjaer, but able to collect. That's a good claim.
A good catch. Andy Cole, perhaps a reverse ball back to Teddy Sheringham on his right would have been the better one. He spread Solskjaer very wide, and by then Sheffield Wednesday had time to reorganise.
De Beelder. Yep, Stam the stronger, but De Beelder not giving up, getting the ball. But Stam gets the better of him. Two in the middle. Goal! Well, what a wonderful contest across 2/3 of the pitch. So strong he was, but the builder, to his credit, would not give up.
That was fantastic. It's almost brought the house down. Fantastic roar as he got to this stage. It was a good cross with his left foot. Andy Cole just not quite able to direct it towards goal. It was a good chance, but certainly it's raised the noise level, and Jaap Stam's not going to settle for 3-0 anyway.
Do you recall that at this time last season, Trevor, people had doubts about that Dutchman? Briscoe. Carbone. In many respects, Trevor, this even more resembles a practice match now. United have taken two key elements out of their side. More just seem to be saying to Sheffield, see if you can do better against this, and they are. But there's no way that Alex side is being seriously affected.
Not chewing the gum quick enough to be worried, is he? He looks very relaxed and not surprised. He knows they've got 3 points in the bag. He's rested 3 of his players, and it is a little bit now of well, let's let those seconds tick away. Sheffield Wednesday have got to use it to try and build up a bit of confidence. I mean, just seeing Carbone for 10 minutes, even though he would be free with the Bosman's rule at the end of the season, I think I've got to hope they hold on to him, because otherwise, without him, you do fear for them.
No flag, and here is little man. And that's a pretty disappointing cross.
Big build-up I gave him there, didn't he? Thanks, Benito, for that.
Maybe, but it's entertaining, and here he is again, and again the flag stays down, and again Carbone doesn't take advantage, and Bosnich looks at the assistant referee in disbelief.
It's a good decision. It's this side, it's Terry Sheringham, I think, who was back there, and he just played him on, and certainly if they weren't interfering with play just by the touchline, Carbone, the way he turned, definitely thought he was offside. Nonchalantly tried to lob it over Bosnich too heavily, and then looked across to find that the assistant referee didn't have his flag up.
Carbone. Briscoe. I got the control of Carbone. Look for Cole. Scholes. That's a nice little ball to Solskjaer. Absolutely all round the goal, off both posts and the crossbar in between. We've seen him score from that sort of angle before. That was a triple ricochet.
visible obstacle in the goal that kept it out, kept it rolling all round the goalposts and the crossbar. Good move. Kept it in on byline line. They thought he was going to square it, but he came back in on his right foot, blasted it. Somehow or other it stayed out.
At least he's got something to hang on to in the second half, Danny Wilson, but he will not need telling by anybody that it's been a very different match.
I'd be very relieved when that scoreline could have been so far worse than it is, and then of course psychologically the damage is far greater. He'll try and rescue something from the second half, but deep down he knows there's a huge gulf today.
He would also have known, presumably, that this was a match his team was unlucky to win. And Sheringham! And Solskjaer gets on the score sheet with the fourth. Little puff of the cheeks for the young Norwegian. Again, a player played onside by a wide player. Sheringham this time hitting the crossbar, and Solskjaer hardly cleanly, but getting the ball in.
It's Tome on the left who was on the floor and is then playing everyone on. Sheringham lifts it over Cernacek, but also onto the crossbar. He doesn't hit it clean, he's Solskjaer, but after saying he knows this is a game he should have got on the score sheet, he has done. And 4-0, and Danny Wilson, who we saw a couple of minutes before, won't look as happy with just 3-0 because it's 4.
I suspect that Mr. Wilson would like it to stop now, but then he probably would have liked it to have stopped quite a long time ago.
Yeah, I think the old white handkerchief came out the first half, didn't it?
Sheringham, Scholes on. Teddy Sheringham, appearance number 598 of his career. Perhaps the goal will come at the 600th. Does it every time, even in a match when they're winning 4-0. Got to get it right, Mr. Reid. And I think he's fairly happy with both the official and with his team's performance, and he can go and enjoy tomorrow evening's drinks party to celebrate his new book. Handshake with Danny Wilson, who must know that his team were utterly outplayed, with Solskjaer getting number 4 after Andy Cole had scored number 3, adding to first half goals by Scholes and Dwight York. Comprehensive victory, and really Manchester United couldn't have asked for a more comfortable start to the home campaign in defence of their championship. Alec, you obviously can't go on with the celebration of what happened last season, but the opening match was a bit like the celebration, wasn't it?
Well, I think for the fans, they want something special, and some of the football at times was very special. And against Sheffield Wednesday, we worked very, very hard at closing the ball down, and I think we had to perform well tonight.
You know, it's nice to come back and, you know, you get that buzz again and the feeling for the supporters and everybody. And it's back to business again. What has happened has been a memorable one, something that we're all going to remember for the rest of our life. But it's back to business again and start a clean sheet and hopefully try and retain some trophies this season again.
I think when you get United in that mood, I mean, there's such a threat when they get in that last third. The movement's excellent, and they're terrific players. With all due respect to them, and to our lads, it was tough for us today. But saying that, you know, we had a couple of chances. Even at 3-0 down, we could have pulled it back to 3-2, maybe 3-3. With the chances we had, and if you get a chance against Manchester United like that, you've got to take them.
The scoreline suggests it was an easy result for us, but I think we've had to work for it, and I think we've had to produce good football to get our goals.
Final thought, do you expect by the time you play Leeds you would have had the bonus of a 28-year-old's decision in your favour come Friday? Mr. Keane?
Well, I hope so. Well, you had the crowd tonight. We all want them to stay. I mean, the club are trying hard. Believe me, they've made him a good offer, and hopefully Roy gives the right decision.